Hey y'all, it's Cha-Cha and welcome back to Just Your Face. So, before I get started on this week's video, you guys might notice my face looks a little bit different, and that is because of the makeup skills brought to you by Maribel Godina. So I have 3 creepy stories that have actually happened to me in real life, believe it or not, in the past like half year or so, and I'm gonna start right now. So, my first one was when I had just turned 18. So this was, actually this happened last year. Anyway, so it was April and it was almost prom time, but my sisters and my 2 older sisters, Maribel and Lorena, had said we were gonna go out to the club once I was finally like legal enough, once I was 18 to actually go to an 18 and over thing. And it turns out a fraternity at our university was gonna throw a party, so we're like, oh, why not? My sisters actually know a lot of the members there, so we went. So I get there, and Lorena's hanging out with her boyfriend, so she's irrelevant in the story. So it's just me and Maribel. And we're waiting for her sorority sisters to show up. So it's just us two, we're dancing, and it's kind of awkward. And then suddenly some random dude shows up, okay? And we're just like, I thought Maribel knew him, so I'm like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna stand here awkwardly. Maribel didn't know him, apparently. So he asked Maribel how old she is, and she's like, I'm 23, and then she's like, how old are you? And the dude is 18, and she's like, oh. And she's like, oh! Turns over and looks at me, and is like, she's 18! So, and like, at the time I had a boyfriend, so it was just kind of like, okay, this is a little awkward, right? And this dude was pretty okay looking, but he came, so then he starts dancing with me, and I'm too awkward to actually be like, nah, bye. So Maribel and I are just kind of like there. Well, he starts dancing with me and Maribel's just kind of awkwardly standing there, right? Because, I mean, what else can you do? Maribel was, oh, the look she's giving me right now. Maribel was dancing and I was just standing there awkwardly, okay? And then, so like one song is over and the dude, in the middle of the song, the dude was like, you're Hispanic, right? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, oh, so you know how to dance, you should know how to dance to this, right? And I'm like, no, because let me tell you, I had literally just gotten, that day I had a PE substitute teacher and I was in this class called power walking where you literally just had to walk to get points. So this time we had some like crazy fitness lady substitute for us and my legs were sore as heck because of the amount of lunges she made us do. So, back to my story. So this dude, so by the end of the first song, I'm like, oh, he's gonna leave now. Thank Jesus. No. So then Maribel's sorority sisters get there, and I'm still stuck with this dude. So Maribel basically ditched me, okay? So then, we're dancing a bit more, and then the dude goes, do you know how to grind? And I'm like, I'm a lady? I do not know how to grind. Who asked a random stranger that, okay? At this point, the dude already knew I had a boyfriend, so I'm like, bye. Like, even if Harry Styles asked me this, I would not do that, okay? So then, he was just like, do you want me to teach you? And I'm like, no. And so by the end of the song came, and I was just like, bye. So I didn't even say bye to this guy. I just like let go, and I was like, so I walked over to my sister, and I don't know whatever happened to the dude, but so this next story actually happened with like less than a week after my first story. So it was like the party was on like a Wednesday and then I had prom and that was on a Saturday. So basically, so what happened was I was in a prom group with like 5 people and we had a friend drive us there because none of us were licensed because we're great. And it turns out the friend that was picking us up thought she was picking up 4 people, not 5. And she was like, I'm not doing anything illegal. We're not like packing into a car. Her car was small anyway, so there was no way we were going to manage to do that. So then my then boyfriend and I decided we were going to stay. And while she went and dropped off the other 3 and then came back to pick us up because I felt bad leaving him in downtown Reno. It's a little sketchy. But so we went over to, there's this theater place and there was some benches around it, so we went to go sit over there. And there's like a street in between the benches we were sitting at and the theater that was there. And that street isn't the nicest. And throughout the entire night, we had heard an ice cream truck, and it's like 7 o'clock, so, and it was kind of getting a little bit dark, and we're like, what kind of ice cream truck drives downtown, first of all, because who is going to stop an ice cream truck downtown? So we all of a sudden we see our friend get back from dropping off the other part of our prom group, and she goes down this street that's kind of sketchy, right? And what happens is we hear the ice cream truck getting closer, and I'm like, that's a little bit weird. So we're heading down the street to go to our friend because she was making a U-turn, and we find the ice cream truck. But it's not a normal ice cream truck. It was an ice cream truck with 3 people dressed as clowns, and they had the creepiest smiles. And one, as they're driving at like less than 5 miles per hour, and I'm just like, this is how I die. And I'm in heels, so I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to outrun this if they're gonna murder me, right? And then as they're driving by us, it's just me and my prom date right there. And one of the clowns says, "Would you like some ice cream, little girl?" Like in the creepiest, I don't even know how to like mimic it voice. And basically that's the story of how I almost died. I made it out alive, obviously, because I'm not a ghost posting videos to YouTube, but that's by far one of my creepiest experiences. Okay. And this last story happened like, I don't know, in the past month. And so I went with my family to a normal family dinner just out to a casino. And we parked in a parking garage because that's what you do. And so once we were done with dinner, you know, we're heading out to go back home. We head out of the casino and into their parking garage, right? Because they're connected. When we exit, like the music inside the casino was very, like, I don't even know what it was. It was just kind of weird music. And when we exit, there's music playing in the parking garage, which, like, I don't think that happens. And Beatrice, my littlest sister, or my only little sister, Beatrice, goes, "That's cool." And then Maribel, like the genius she is, says, "That's creepy." And we all just kind of turn to our left because we hear the music coming from there. And there's a dude, I kid you not, dressed in all black. Just all black, standing in a corner overlooking the city, basically. He's smoking, and he looked like John Travolta. And he is as pale as it gets, okay? I'm convinced this guy's a vampire, because I'm telling you, like, he looked like he was from Twilight, and let me tell you, he did not sparkle. So that happened, and then because I'm very lucky, my parents were at the front, because we all travel in like our little pairs, so my parents were at the very front, so they could outrun that vampire if they wanted to. Then Maribel and Lorena, and then me and Beatrice were in the back. And the guy just kind of smirked at us after he heard Maribel, I'm pretty sure, say, "That's creepy." I'm pretty sure that's what he was going for, but he just smirked at us, and he just kind of followed us as we went down the stairs of the parking garage. So that is all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed my creepy life stories. Sorry for not posting yesterday, but I hope this makes up for it. And make sure you're following all of us on, well, not all of us on our social media, as well as Just Your Faves on Twitter and Snapchat. We upgraded. We now have a Snapchat, so make sure you add us on that. And I will see you all on Saturday. Bye!